Today's video contains a paid partnership with Open Wardrobe, one of my favorite digital wardrobe apps. Wanting to add fresh new pieces to your wardrobe or to tweak your style as you're moving through life is, I think, a big part of being human. Being able to communicate who you are without words and simply through clothing and what you wear is something deeply rooted in us as human beings. So when we wear something that's new to us, we can see ourselves as a completely different person, and if we want, we can almost take on a new identity or manipulate our mindset and mood, which is all, well, fun. But although fashion is creative, fun, and exciting, the industry is also connected to many problems such as negative environmental impacts as well as the exploitation of humans and animals. And that's why slow and mindful consumption of fashion is more important than ever. A slower approach in buying the right clothes for you rather than following trends and focusing on looking up to date is also more likely to increase your day-to-day well-being, and that right there is why fashion and personal style is not frivolous or without meaning. So whether you like it or not, whether you're into fashion and style or not, what you wear is an expression of who you are. So basically, de-influencing yourself means that instead of headlessly following one trend after the other, you become more critical and mindful before you buy. De-influencing is a way to teach ourselves as consumers to make better and more sustainable decisions in a buying situation. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about in today's video. When seeking out inspiration for new outfits on, let's say, Instagram or Pinterest, it's worth practicing a mindset shift from "I need that exact thing you're wearing" or "where did you buy that item" to "what do I have that is similar so I can kind of replicate the look in my own unique way." It's easy to forget about all those amazing star pieces we already have in our wardrobes when we're constantly on the hunt for that missing link in our wardrobes. And of course, this whole mindset is connected to a lot of waste. Speaking of Pinterest, as mentioned before, today's video is sponsored by Open Wardrobe, which essentially is an app to help you smoothly digitize your wardrobe, get a better overview of your closet, and make sure to really put your clothes to use, especially before you buy new. And so today I wanted to share their cool new feature. Within the app, you'll find lots of styling inspirations and advice from various personal stylists and content creators, including myself. For example, body shape tips, how to find your best colors, and so much more. You will also be able to create outfit collages and outfit ideas based on what you have in your wardrobe, and you can make different categories within the app too. For instance, I love keeping seasonal capsules within the app, and I also like using it for traveling, as it's easy to then make a smaller travel capsule with outfit ideas to make sure I only bring what I'll actually be able to wear. This makes getting dressed far easier and more stress-free. You can also use the app to curate a wish list to ensure that any new purchases will be a good match with what you already have in your wardrobe, and you can even share that list with friends and family. Now, as today's video is all about being more critical before you add more new clothes to your wardrobe, I wanted to mention the new update within the app. They released a new feature that allows you to easily save looks that inspired you from Pinterest or from creators within the app, and then you can recreate these looks using things you already have in your own wardrobe. This has been one of my favorite ways to shop my wardrobe and get new outfit ideas on the go for years, so this is just right up my alley, and I think potentially something you can have hours of fun with. Also, let's say you find an outfit on Pinterest you like and there's an item there that you fall in love with. You can kind of take it that one step further and see how that item really suits what you already have, if you'll be able to easily style that piece and make sure that it will be worth the buy and that you'll really get your wear out of it, which of course in terms of sustainability is really important. But to me, most importantly, it's a feature that can help you reconnect with your existing wardrobe and be able to interpret inspirational looks in your own unique way without shopping. If this this sounds appealing to you, make sure to check out the link in the description box down below to learn more and download the Open Wardrobe app. Oversized jeans and wide leg jeans in general seems to be all the rage right now, and so because trends are sort of a visual virus that at some point after being exposed to it a lot, you'll end up getting infected too. But instead of buying those jeans immediately, try breaking up the looks you fall in love with into elements, like for example in this case it's probably a matter of oversized proportions that you're kind of drawn to. So look through your wardrobe to see if you have any bottoms that give you that oversized, wider slouchiness that you like so much, and try getting familiar with the styling possibilities and how it feels first before you buy into it. It could also be a brand new interpretation of that slouchy look, so if oversized tops or jackets are what you have most of in your wardrobe, then maybe you could play more around with those too. When you're shopping, try to look for compromises to make sure that what you buy will actually be something you're going to be able to wear. So instead of buying into kitten heels, something that I've mentioned as an example a few times before, when you have a bike ride or a long walk to work every day, maybe go for a pair of pointed flats instead. Or if pointed shoes are the big thing, but they're just not right for your feet, then go for an almond-shaped toe instead. So it will give the same dressy vibe to the look, but it will be a much more mindful and suitable purchase for you. I think dressing for your fantasy self can be powerful to a certain level, but it can also be connected to a lot of waste, a lot of frustration, and in the worst case, maybe even lower your self-esteem, and that's totally not what we want at all. So in order for a piece to really work in your wardrobe, you need to believe in it too. You need to believe in it yourself. And I just think this becomes hard if from the beginning that item is just not possible to kind of merge with your life and your lifestyle. So again, looking at the style and the message that you're trying to communicate with that item is a helpful way to make those small compromises, as mentioned in the example with the kitten heels versus pointy flats. You get the same kind of look, but just in two different versions, which are then suitable for two entirely different lifestyle situations. Before even buying an item for your wardrobe, try asking yourself if you'll still love this item when it starts looking creased and maybe a little bit stained or dirty. So have a look at your laundry basket and imagine that item being curled up in there. Will you still be as excited about it? I think this approach is really healthy because nothing will stay new forever, but that's not a valid reason to get rid of it either. So before you even buy the item, ask yourself if this is really going to be a long-term purchase that you're going to take pride in caring for and potentially repairing and also wearing even when it doesn't look fresh from the box anymore. It's funny that I've sometimes received messages from people telling me that some of my clothes look a little bit worn out, especially some of my shoes, or that maybe it's time to buy a pair of new sneakers, for example. And I don't think this ever comes from a bad place, so it's not about that, but I think this obsession with newness is really something I just generally try to challenge. Like, I don't mind that my sneakers look a little bit worn out when I'm featuring those in videos or in pictures, because I really want to lead the way and to show you guys that this is reality. There's a huge difference between something being worn and then something being worn out. There's just a big difference between the two to me. Finally, I'm a huge advocate for curating a shopping list and then sticking to that as your guideline for a new purchase. So I keep a list on my phone. It's an ongoing list that I've been curating since my no-buy year last year. And as I've mentioned before, it has changed a little bit along the way. Like, I've removed items that I realized along the way weren't right for me, and I've added some new things there too. So some of it is more dynamic, but there has also been things on there that was something that I've been saving up for or that I've been wanting to add for a longer period, but I just kind of wanted to wait, for example, for the right season. Sometimes it can be as long as 6 or 12 months before I actually buy something. So curating the list and making sure that the potential purchases on there are mergeable with your style and lifestyle and where you see yourself heading with your wardrobe is of course important, but I think it's also great to even challenge yourself further. So for me, I'm trying to this year challenge myself to a max of 12 to 15 new purchases for my wardrobe. Not all new, because I buy most of my wares secondhand, but new in the sense that it's going to be a new style or a new color for me. And then for a few of the things on my list, I will also make a note that maybe it's something I can make myself or something I can DIY out of an older unworn piece that I already have, which is also often the case for me. So I think challenging your whole mindset in terms of curating this list is also really where you can learn a lot in terms of becoming a more mindful consumer and really teach yourself the art of limitation, if you will. So that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this short and sweet little video all about how to be a little bit more critical before you buy something new for your wardrobe. A huge thank you to Open Wardrobe for sponsoring today's video and for working with me for yet another video. It's a pleasure as always. If Open Wardrobe sounds like something for you, do make sure to check out the description box down below where I'll put a download link and where you can also read a little bit more about the app. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as well before you leave. I would love to have you around. Thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate it as always. Take care, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye, guys.